Here we have a Comet game on Melanovka with Hardest and Henko as platoon mates. The teams, yeah, let's not talk about the teams, they're kind of terrible. Lots and lots of red. This is pretty much the tier 7 experience for those of you who mostly play high tiers these days. Once you drop down to 8 or below, it's just a sea of red. Very, very depressing. Now, I actually free XP most of the way through the Comet to get my Centurion, and it wasn't until recently I went back and rebought it, mostly out of a feeling of pity for the fact that I skipped over it because of the Centurion, much the way it was skipped over in real life. It's not a bad little tank. The main reason I free XP'd through it was because I wanted my Centurion so badly and I was just getting tired of it. It has a good bouncy gun mantlet, but otherwise it is a giant pile of squish. The gun only has 144 pen, I think? Let's check. 148, close. So the gun's not really anything special. Bear in mind this is tier 7, the same tier where the Panther gets 198 pen with this gun. Doesn't do a lot of damage either, but it does have a good rate of fire, and the accuracy is not bad. The tank itself is very mobile, which is the main selling point of it. It also has the typical British gun depression, which does allow you to take advantage of the mantlet. Now, Hardest is in a big, slow tank destroyer, so he's going to chill out at base, and unfortunately most of our heavies are as well. But the enemy team isn't trying for the hill. Bounce off a KV-1S, story of my life. You'll notice the track bloom and turret bloom on this tank is horrific. Much like the Centurion and the other British tanks, if you move your tank, it will take a while to re-aim. It blooms out horribly. That's one area where the American mediums, the Patton and Pershing and so on, are far superior. Now, we can pen the KV-1S quite easily with this gun. It's just a case of not hitting that annoying beak on the front of its armor, which will pen anything up to and including tier 10 guns. Something just bounced off me from Small Forest. I'm playing a bit too risky at the moment. I'm sitting out in the open where I can be shot at, but the enemy team is really fucking stupid and mostly dead. I think what they have is all hiding down around G-line, if they're even in that forest at all, plus a couple of tanks maybe in Small Forest. So we'll let the heavies push across behind Hardest a bit, down in the field. And once they're sufficiently distracted, which should be about now really, we'll push in. Like I said, this tank is nice and mobile, it's very fast. Not as fast as the Cromwell, but still quite fast. Now we'll get around the back of this guy and shoot him on the move. That's him down. Another KV-1S. We'll try and take that before it wrecks our shit. He's distracted. Like I said, the gun doesn't do a lot of damage, but it is workable. You just have to hit things a lot of times. Take out this other Comet. He's actually more dangerous than the KV. Neither of them are looking at me anyway. Right, that's him dealt with by Henko. Take that guy. Now the Arty before it shotguns anybody. Just an orgy of violence down here. Comet. Hardest is in their base, so he'll be keeping them occupied. And we'll try and kill this guy. I don't know what I was thinking just then. Shot the wall, but... suppressing fire, I suppose. I mean, I may as well shoot, it's not like I'm at risk of running out of ammo. And here we go, I get baited into the most obvious trap ever. Don't do what I just did. I could see him setting it up, I knew what was going to happen, and I stupidly thought I could beat his gun. I couldn't. What I should have done is swerved around the right of that building, gone around the back, shot him through a window. But you live and you learn. Well, I guess you don't live if your tank gets blown up, but... It's clean up. He's the last guy left, and he is about to die. Just shy of 2,000 damage. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I'll take it. It's a win either way, and that mad rush probably was what delivered it.